Hello, welcome back to another breaking news update. My name is Jimmy Boyd, and you were watching Boyd News. I want to thank you so much for tuning in today. I've got some breaking news coming out from Germany that I need to share with you. We have reports of sabotage attacks once again happening in European nations, but this time we've got two major events that have happened in Germany at military bases. Okay, we have two military bases that have been sabotaged or potentially sabotaged. There's reports here at one of these bases called the Cologne 1 military base next to the Cologne airport. It has been sealed off, and 5,500 soldiers and civilians working there are advised not to drink the tap water after someone forced their way into the premises. Okay, authorities are investigating right now as this is a possible sabotage event. There's information that there was some sort of hole in a fence at a water facility that is on the property of the Cologne 1 military base. And so one of the barracks were actually evacuated, and everybody was told not to drink water as they think that there was abnormal water values inside the water, okay, when they tested it. So that's why they basically closed this place down, told everybody to leave and don't drink the water. So this is very interesting. We also, at the same time, have another base of some sort of sabotage event that we don't have any information, as far as I know right now, as to what happened at that base as well. But let me talk about this Cologne 1 base first. Let's jump over here at ABC News real quick. Germany probes possible unauthorized entry and sabotage at a military barracks. German authorities say they are looking into suspicions of unauthorized entry and possible tampering with the water supply at a major Air Force barracks in the west of the country. Okay, this just came out today. Investigators are looking into suspicions of unauthorized entry and possible tampering with the water supply at a major Air Force barracks in western Germany, authorities said Wednesday. Defense Ministry spokesperson Arne Kolatz said there were suspicions of attempted or actual illegal entry as well as sabotage at the Wan barracks outside Cologne. A hole was found overnight in the fence of the facility in an area near its waterworks, and officials could not rule out contamination. Military spokesperson Ulrich von Robert said the barracks was sealed off for several hours in case a perpetrator or perpetrators were on the grounds, but none was found and the gates were reopened Wednesday lunchtime. Speaking outside the barracks, Von Robert said the alarm had been triggered by a report of abnormal water values. Very interesting, abnormal water values, on which he didn't elaborate. An evaluation of the facility's drinking water was still ongoing. Officials weren't aware of anyone having been sickened by any possible contamination. Von Robert said the one person reported sick with a stomach bug, but that happened early Tuesday evening and was unlinked to the water supply. The barracks serves the military part of Cologne Bonn Airport, where the fleet of military aircraft that serves the German government has its main base. Okay, so this is a very, very interesting story and definitely very strange at the same time. What happened here? How did this person get on the facility on the facilities or the grounds of this military base without being detected? Was this somebody that maybe worked at the base? They had to have had, actual access to get into the base. How did they just manage to break in here if it was somebody that came from the outside? It had to have been somebody on the inside, you would think, right? But this apparently wasn't the only event. We had another event here. Take a look at this one as well from Reuters. NATO air base in, this is going to be hard for me to pronounce, but I'll try. Galenkirchen, I think is how you say it, sealed off due to suspected sabotage, military says. Okay, this one came out today as well. A NATO airbase in Germantown of Galenkirchen was sealed off due to suspected case of sabotage on Wednesday morning, a spokesperson for the German military's territorial command in Berlin said, after a similar incident at a barracks in Cologne. Okay, so what is going on here? What's with these sabotage events happening like crazy? I mean, we just reported a bunch of them happening during the Olympics in France. Okay, we had the railways over there being targeted, fires being started, railway lines being cut, power outages. Now we're having this crazy stuff happening at particularly air bases, okay? A NATO air base and a German air base with some sort of potential sabotage event. What is really happening here? I have no idea, but this is definitely a very, very interesting story, and I want to get to the bottom of this and try to find out what happened here, see if we can get some more details. But I did find this on X as well that I wanted to show you from Michael Weingart. Second German NATO base sealed off due to suspected sabotage. Incident at Cologne 1. The Bundeswehr barracks in Cologne 1 were sealed off following a suspected sabotage involving contaminated drinking water. Authorities found a break-in and damage to a fence, leading to a lockdown and warnings against consuming tap water. Following the Cologne incident, the NATO base in Geilenkirchen, North Rhine-Westphalia, was also sealed off due to similar suspicions of sabotage. So similar meaning like the water was contaminated as well, or what's going on here? This base, known for its reconnaissance aircraft, has its own water pumping station, which is now under scrutiny for potential contamination. Both locations are under investigation for sabotage, with water samples being tested for abnormalities. One person has reportedly been arrested in connection with the Geilenkirchen incident. Okay, looks like one person was arrested according to this information. Military and state security are involved with no injuries reported. Lieutenant Colonel Ulrich von Robert emphasized the seriousness with which the Bundeswehr is treating these incidents, indicating close cooperation with law enforcement to resolve the matter. The series of events underscores heightened security concerns at NATO and German military installations, with ongoing investigations to determine the extent and nature of the sabotage. So, I mean, this is something that we just started to see more recently, I want to say, okay? We had reports back in beginning of July, I believe, somewhere around July 1st or so, end of May, that there was potential for attacks or some sort of, they were saying like a terrorism act or terrorist attack, something like that could happen at bases, U.S. military bases across Europe, okay? Now, a month or 2 months later, we're starting to see a lot of these things start to happen. Now, they're not always at a military base, but we are starting to see lots and lots of sabotage acts happening throughout European nations right now. And I wonder if this is all connected. I have no idea if it is. I can't completely prove whether these are connected. But I will say, coincidentally, there is a lot of these sabotage events starting to happen now ever since we had that announcement back in early July that U.S. military bases were on high alert due to potential terrorism. Okay, so let me know what you think this is down below, because this is very, very, again, very interesting what is happening over here, and hopefully the German authorities can figure out what was the cause of this, or was this somebody on the inside, or what's happening here. But definitely seems like there is some sort of attempt, primarily with militaries across Europe, to either provoke something or to commit some sort of act to maybe generate some sort of major military response or whatever it might be. I mean, I'm just kind of thinking out loud. I'm not saying that's actually what's happening, but based on the things that I have reported, it kind of looks that way. Let me know what you think down below, though. This is a very good story that I wanted to share with you guys. I hope you got something out of this, though. That's going to be it for this update. If you got something out of this, please smash that like button. Also, if you enjoy my content, please consider subscribing down below. Hit the notification bell. That way YouTube can notify you. And with that, hope you all have a great day. Everybody take care and God bless, and we'll see you in the next one.